හැමෝටම අයිබෝවන් හැමෝම පිළිගන්නවා අපි English medium maths paper class එකට. So you all welcome to the grade 11 English medium maths paper class today. Right, I think everyone
අද
can
අපේ ක්ලාස් தொடங்கிட்டு අල්ති
Right. I think everyone can hear me. So today I have given the access to everyone to talk to me, and you can clarify your answers and you can ask any questions regarding any uh, any theory concepts even, right? So because now the grade 11 paper class you are enrolling, so you have just a few months to go, so you can ask and clarify your issues, your questions regarding any questions. Okay, so don't worry, don't be afraid, ask directly the questions and clarify it. Okay, හරි හැමෝටම ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න පුළුවන් අවස්ථාව දීලා තියෙනවා මයික්ස් ඔන් කරන්න. එතකොට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න ඔක්කොම විසඳගෙන ලස්සන්ට වැඩේ කරමු. අපිට දැන් පොඩි කාලයක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම live session වලට ඇවිල්ලා හරියටම මේක gain කරගන්න. එතකොට අපි 42 paper එක අද ඉන්නේ. So we are at now paper number 42. So can move forward for the upcoming paper. So we may have around 6-7 months, right? So we will reach more than 70 papers this year. So maybe it would be like 75-80 papers we can reach, right? Okay, then we will move to the discussion. So last time we discussed paper 2. So today paper 1 we have shared with you, right? So now I will open the paper and you can take the paper and you can see the discussion now. Right. So as I mentioned, you can ask the questions, huh? Right, because grade 10, 11, 9, 10 students asking questions. So you also should ask the questions because you have the most questions rather than them. You are the facing exam this year, right? Right, so this is the paper number 2 that we have shared. So you can open this paper number 42. Right, so this is the paper number 42 we have shared with you. Right, one by one we will discuss a very nice content here, but not much harder. So you can have the idea about these questions. Right, first question. So assessed annual value, annual value of a house is rupees 45,000. From the assessed value, 6% of the rate charged by an administrative council for that house. Find the amount of rate to be paid for this house per year. So they're asking per year and the annual assessed value given and annual rate percentage given. So these are the key highlight informations that we required. Okay, then how to find the annual rate? So annual rate is calculated annual rate percentage 6 upon 100 into the annual assessed value, that is 45,000. Okay, so this is the annual rate calculation, just percentage into the annual assessed value. So here 2 zeros being simplified, then multiply these two, 2,700 rupees. That is the annual rate. If they ask in the quarterly rate, the rate per quarter, then what to do? Just this amount divide by 4. This is the annual rate. Understood? In some questions they ask that the rate per quarter. So this is the annual rate. Understood? Right. So the question number 2, write the shaded part in the set notation, right? So now you can see both A and B not being shaded, except A and B, everything being shaded. So we will first check what is the A and B. What is the A and B? Both A and B means A union B. Okay, that is the A union B. If you shade this both, but except that being shaded, except that means the complement. So you write as A union B complement. So this is the answer for the shaded area, A union B complement. Right. Next one, find the seventh terms of the arithmetic progression. Right. So nth term of arithmetic progression. What is the general formula for finding nth term? Tn equal a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so they're asking seventh term. So n as 7, we have the tool. You write the tool n as 7, and a as the first term, a is the 8. And the common difference you calculate by you choosing two consecutive terms. You subtract the successive terms to previous terms. So 13 subtract 8, then it comes as 5. So d as 5. So now you can apply this information
10.
formula. Okay,
Sir,
so
what
T,
is the answer for the first one, sir?
yes, first one answer is rupees 2,700.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Very good. Likewise, you can ask a question. So T7 equal A plus A is what? A is 8 plus seventh term. So 7 minus 1 in as 7. 7 minus 1 into D. Difference is 5. Right. So now 8 plus bracket first 7 minus 1 6 into 5. So be careful. Some students will do 8 plus 6 and then multiply with 5. So that you violate the simplification rule, but must rule applied. So that not addition, you do the multiplication first. So 6 into 5, 30. 30 plus 8 is the answer, 38. So that is the seventh terms of this progression, right? Okay, understood. So what's the formula we apply? Tn equal a plus n minus 1d. That is the nth term of an arithmetic progression. Okay, there we found out the tool. What are they? N, a, d found, and then just substitute to the equation. Right. Question number 4, write in logarithm format. So remember my way to
Excuse me,
approach to
sir.
the, yes, as I'll ask.
In the second question, what if you wrote A bar union B bar? Is that the same thing as a
Yes, I have told you A dash intersect B dash. Right. So this is called the Morgan law, right? There we use whenever both having dash, we can write A, B commonly dash, and then this is changed, the sign is changed, intersection changed to the union. Very good. So that is also fine. So this is also fine. That is a great approach. Okay, great. So this is normally, if we take the papers of the students in Sri Lanka, maybe rarely written this answer, but that is okay. Good, good as well. Right. So the fourth one, write in logarithm format. So here the 32 answer, here the base. So understand, here the base, and that is the 32. Okay, right. But if you wrote A dash, your union B dash is not correct, Pata. Why? If you choose A dash union B dash as per that law, that formula comes as A dash union B dash is, here you write A B dash, then union comes as the intersection. So if you wrote A dash union B, this is the shaded area. A intersection B complement. So A intersection B is this one. Complement mean except the intersection, the other to be shaded. Okay, fine. So that would be accepted. Okay, right. So the next one, All right, here, so you know that the base sides, so in the base sides, not the base sides, you take the log, the other sides you take the log. So where you take the log, here answer you take the log. So logarithm of 32, so you require a base. So you require a base. Base is the side base. Base is 2 of this index notation. You take that base 2, then equal base is taken, so 5 is the answer. So this is the logarithm format. Right, hands up those who got this answer. Okay, excellent. Right, we have done a lot of logarithm questions. Huh? Right. So now we are moving to the question number 5. Find the perimeter of this figure A, B, C, D, E. So there they marks that 8, 8, 8. That means 8, 8. So this is a parallelogram, B, C, D, E parallelogram. Why you choose as a parallelogram? Because the opposite sides are parallel. These two pair are parallel, these two pair are parallel. Then this is a parallelogram, then their opposite sides are equal. Here 12, here 8 mean here 8. Okay, so what they asking, A, B, C, D, E perimeter. So perimeter is now equal. Just add all the lengths 8, 12. So 8 plus 12 plus here to here 8 plus here 12 plus 8. So 8 plus 12, 20, 8 plus 12, 20, 20, 20, 40, 40 plus 8, 48 centimeter. So remember, perimeter means you are running the outer length, okay? Outer length of this figure. Okay? Right, now we are moving to the question number 6. So now you can see the question number 6 here. Right. So question number 6, the midpoint of the midpoints of AB and BC sides P and Q respectively, right, in the ABC triangle, write down the relationship between PQ and AC, right. This is the basic outcomes of the midpoint theorem. So we learned in second term the midpoint theorem. So what is the outcome? So this is the triangle ABC, and you can see there P is a midpoint, Q is a midpoint of these two sides. Here midpoint, here midpoint. So what happened in midpoint connecting lines? There are two results, that PQ is parallel. This QP is parallel to CA. So these two lines parallel, that is the first result. The second result, lengthwise, the PQ length is half of that AC length. So that is the two outcomes, two results of the midpoint theorem. So first you can write PQ parallel AC. Okay, the other one, PQ equal lengthwise half of AC length. Okay, so these are the two results of the midpoint theorem. Fine, they are asking the parallel and lengthwise half. Or otherwise you can write AC equal 2PQ, 2PQ. PQ into 2 equal AC. So that's how. Okay. Now the question number 7. There are 4 red color and 3 blue color identical pens in a box. So find the probability of the randomly selected pen is a red color one. So the probability definition, if you think in detail the questions, I take the event, the pen is a red color. Taking pen is a red color one as the event A. So this is the event A. Okay, then PA I take probability of that event A equal actually NA upon NS. NA means the number of red pens that you can take by that event. So how many red pens are there? 4 red pens. 4 red pens upon NS means the number of elements in the sample space. So how many elements? Total pens. Here red 4 and 3 blue. 4 plus 3 7. So the probability given as 4 upon 7. So red pen upon the total pen. If they ask the blue pen upon the total pens. So that is the probability given. Okay. Right. So the question number 8. So they're asking find the LCM of this given term. So I have introduced you without writing as a product of prime numbers. This is a very short methods to find LCM. How to do? Just you separate the terms 2x squared as 2x squared. Then 5xy. How to write? The numeric under numeric 5. X under x and y separate term. Then from 2 and 5, you choose the LCM. How to choose? You go to the bigger value is 5, and then check bigger value you choose, and then check whether 2 can convert to 5 with multiplication. 2 into there for 5. No. So then you go to the 5 second multiple. 5 second multiple is 10. Then 10, then 2 can convert to the 10. Yes. Then 2 and 5 LCM is 10. Then the same terms you take the maximum power. So you align the same terms. So here x, then x power 2 is the maximum. Why? Just one y you have to take it. So what is the LCM then? 10x squared y. Together you write. So this is the LCM. Okay, fine. If any questions, ask. So you can follow any other methods, no problem, but the answer would be same. Right, question number 9. Find the value of QPS. So this is my approach. Whenever in a geometric equations, the part you can see shall be marked there, right? What the informations you can reach, mark there, then that would be the steps. So here these two sides equal. Okay, then you can say that this is opposite angle to that side 50. For this side also, then it should be 50. If two sides equal, their opposite angles are equal, 50-50. Okay, then they are asking QPS. So I require this angle. Then I choose this is 50, this is 50, this is 100. Under which condition? The exterior angle theorem. Exterior angle theorem, 50 plus 50 equal, they are 600. Fine. Then these two sides again equal, right? Then these two parts should be equal. Why? If two sides equal, the opposite angles equal. Now this is 100, then the balance is 80 because that is a triangle. Then that 80 is equally shared by these two angles. Why they are sides equal, then opposite angles equal. So is 100, then these two sums 80, then this is comes as 40. Okay, 40, that small part. Then QPS angle equal just that 50 plus 40 degree. Then it comes as 90 degree. So that is the QPS angle, 90 degree. Okay, in the diagram itself, you can mark the informations and you can show that you found here 50 and here 40. Right, then question number 10, we are moving. What are the two perfect squares that value of root 20 is in? Okay. They're asking what are the two perfect squares that 20 in. So lower perfect square is what? For less than 20 is 16. Okay, perfect squares, square numbers. After 20, we have the 25. So they are asking which two perfect squares. Perfect squares, they are not asking which two whole numbers that it lies. That doesn't ask. They're asking which two perfect squares this to root 22 is in. Right. So your answer should be these are the perfect squares 16 and 25. So your answer should be between 16 and 25. So these are the perfect squares, right? Not 4 and 5. That are the square root of these perfect squares, square root. But they're asking the perfect squares. Right, question number 11. AB is a diameter in a circle with the center. Find the value of ACB. Right. Whenever you see a diameter, diameter means from the diameter, the subtend on the sector. From the diameter, subtend always 90. When you see the diameters, your main purpose to mark the subtend on the sector is 90 degree. So mark this as 90 degree. So they're asking ACB value. ACB, that's it. That's fine. ACB. But they would ask about at least ABC. Then the question will be bit advanced. ABC. Why? The ACB is directly by using the theorem you can reach 90 degree ACB. But if they ask ABC, because there is not worth of giving this 42. If they ask ABC 42 90, then you can find the balance with use of the interior angles of the triangle. Okay. But as per the question, we give the answer ACB as 90 degree. Right. The radius of a right circular cylinder is 7 centimeter and height is 15 centimeter. Find the curved surface area of the cylinder. So you know that the curved surface area equal to 5 RH. Remember that forever. What is the curved surface area of the cylinder? This is the curved surface. So how it comes when you unfold the curved surface, it is a rectangle. So that is equivalent to the rectangle area with length as the base circumference comes as the length 25R, then the width comes as the height of the cylinder. That's how the equations build up 25RH. So now substitute 2 into 5 into R. R is what? R is the 7 centimeter and height 15 centimeter. Okay, so 7 cancelled. Then 44 into 15. Then it comes as 15 into 4, 60, 60, 14, 50, 60 plus 666, 660. What's the unit? Area square centimeter. All the time, make the units. Okay. Right. So this is a quadratic. So a lot of students make the incorrect answer for this kind of questions. බලන්න මේක ගොඩක් දෙනෙක් වරද්දනවා මෙන්න මේ question එක. So this is learned in grade 10 mathematics, the quadratic equations by factorizing. So now check. So these two factors product, these two product equal 0. So in mathematics, if two product equals 0 mean at least one to be 0 of these two fractions. අනිවාර්යෙන්ම එකක් 0 වෙන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් product එකක් 0 කරන්න බෑ maths වල. Addition, subtraction 0 කරන්න පුළුවන්, but multiplication to become 0. So 1 equal to be 0, one factor equal to be 0. Then we do not know which one is 0. Then that is why we write this x plus 1 is one factor, this other factor in between that multiplication. Then we write x plus 1 equals 0 or 2x minus 1 equal 0. Okay, then here you subject x as a linear equation, bring plus 1 to the other side, minus 1. Here you subject x, so 2x equal negative 1, other side 1, divide by 2 both the sides, then x equal 1 upon 2, x equal half. Okay, these are the two answers, x equal negative 1 or x equal half, positive half. So these are the solutions. Fine. Right, if any questions, ask. Right. Samaru karan මොකක්ද දන්න? Some students, very clever students doing multiply, remove the brackets and then again factorize it and then again take this answer. And then from that point they are solving. But remember, this is factorized. How you understand this is factorized? This is product. Product equals 0. Product means, making a product mean it is factorized. Okay? Right. Right. Question number 14. Write the equation of the AB straight lines in the form of y equal mx plus c. To write an equation in the form of y equal mx plus c, what are the things you require? Two things you required. What are they? Right, m and c. M and c. M is what? The gradient. Okay, so by looking into the graph, how to take the gradient? Gradient is the inclination, simply meaning inclination, right? Anatik sakshe samaga, right? So how to take that inclination? You choose 2 points and make a right angle triangle, then you can take the gradient. Or you can choose two coordinates. By looking into two coordinates also, you can find the gradient. So I use this right angle triangle creation. See there, I make, this is the right angle triangle with use of this two coordinates. Then this vertical height divided by the horizontal length, that is the gradient, actually we call the tan theta. Okay, then how to take this vertical height? Here 1, here 5. 1 and 5 between that, what is the height? 1 to 5 height is 4 units. Okay, then here to here, what is the length? 0 to 2, 2 units. Okay, then how to take the gradient? So gradient equal just this y height divided by x length. 4 divided by 2, then it comes as 2. So that is the gradient. Okay, so I will tell you another method. So this is the easiest one when the graph is drawn. Take a right angle triangle and the vertical height divided by the horizontal length. The other methods, you write it as coordinate. You know this coordinate, that is 2 comma 5, x2 first, y5, 2 comma 5. Then you write this coordinate, that is x is 0, y is 1, 0 comma 1. Then using these two coordinates, you can also find the gradient. How? Y coordinate difference over x coordinate difference. Actually, this is happened here. The same thing happened. Y height means just you are taking the y difference. X length means you are taking the x difference. Okay, so that is fine. By coordinate wise, remember the gradient. Y coordinate difference of x coordinate difference. You should have two coordinates. So C is by looking into the graph, just where the graph cut the y-axis. So this is the graph coming, this is the y-axis. So the y-axis coming at this point, so that is 1. Y-axis cutting y value, that is 1. So C is 1. Now you can find the equations. Y equal mx. For m you substitute 2 x plus c. Plus c is 1. So the equations comes as y equal 2x plus 1. Don't write just 2x plus 1. Then this is not an equation. Y equal 2x plus 1. Okay, this is the format. You write all the time the complete answers. හැම විටම සම්පූර්ණ answers ලියන්න. Okay. Any questions? Ask. Here sometimes the speaker go sleep, but now it's okay. AOB equal 82. So mark AOB 82. Okay, so that means this angle 82. Fine. Center O, find the value of ACB. 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 So directly the formula apply. Which formula? So by AB terminal, see, this is the angle at the center. From the same terminal, this is the angle at the sector. Center, sector, center, sector. What is the relationship? Sector is half of the center angle. So sector is this one, half of the center angle. Center is 82, so half of that. So ACB angle equal half of 82 degrees. Then it comes as 41 degrees. 41 degrees. Directly apply that theorem. Not much hard. Directly theorem applications there. Okay. Right. If any questions, ask. Right. Question number 17. Right, see the given distance time graph represents the motion of vehicle. Find the speed of AB part R. The AB part is speed. AB part you choose, this is the AB part. This is like finding the gradient. So the speed equal in the distance time graph is speed given by the gradient of the straight line. Gradient means the slope. Okay, so how to take this gradient, the slope, by a distance time graph? You choose, as previously we done, you choose right angle triangle where the AB parts belong, AB part fully or part of AB line. Okay, belongs, you choose a right angle triangle. So this is my right angle triangle, I will draw for you. So this is the right angle triangle where the AB parts belong. Now take this vertical height and then take this horizontal length, just the vertical height divided by the horizontal length. So that is the gradient, that is the speed. Okay, right, so speed equal, then you can say this is the vertical height from 160 to 240. How much the gap? From 160 to 240 gap taken. So 240 subtract 160 means 80, right? What is the unit? Kilometer. So 80 kilometer, that is the vertical height divided by horizontal length. This length is 4 to 8. 4 to 8 difference is 4. What is the unit? That is hours. Put hours. Okay, then 80 upon 4 is 20. So the unit comes as kilometer. H goes to the up as H minus 1. So what is the answer? 20 kilometer per hour. So that is the speed at AB part. For further knowledge, if they ask the speed at OA part, how to take? You take this right angle triangle where the OA as a part. So you choose this right angle triangle and then you take the vertical height and divide by horizontal length. Okay, then vertical height is 160 kilometer. This length is 4 hours. 160 divided by 4 is 20 kilometer per hour. Okay, then here is speed more, here is speed less. So as I mentioned, the definition is inclination. Inclination with the x-axis is the speed. If the inclination more, the speed more. Here inclination is less, right? Less than there. The angle is here more, here less with the x-axis. So angle more means the lines comes here, then the speed more. Right, understood. So here to here one is speed, here to here another speed. So in the exams they will ask the average speed of this motion. Additional knowledge. So what is the average speed if they ask? So average speed equal, right, total distance divided by total time. Total distance divided by total time. So how to take the total distance? This is the ending point. Total distance is 240 kilometer divided by total time is 8 hours. So that is the average speed taking methods. Total distance divided by total time. Ending point connected to the y-axis, see the total distance, connect to the x-axis, total time. Okay, so for this question, 20 kilometer per hour is the answer. Right, question number 17. Write down the largest integer which satisfy the given inequality. Right, to satisfy, find the integer whatever values. First of all, right, simplify the inequality as like equation. So 3x plus 11, okay, less than 8. So what you do, you bring this plus 11 to the other side. So 3x less than 8 minus 11. So 3x less than 8 minus 11 means minus 3. So now subject x just divide by 3. So are you going to change the inequality sign? Yes or no? What is your answer? Are you going to change the inequality signs? No. Why the reason? Here the division is not a negative. The top one negative, no problem. But if it is you divide by -3 both the sides, then the sign to be changed. Because some student will think that sign to be changed. No. So 3 and 3 simplified. So x less than 3 divided by 3, 1, then -1. X is less than -1. Okay, then they are asking write down the largest integer which is satisfy the given. So x less than -1 means, for your reference, If I take 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, x less than -1. So here the -1 less than means the left side. Okay, this is the total solutions. Okay, so x less than -1 under the -1 less than value. So what is the maximum integer? Integer means a whole number. Less than -1 whole number, maximum one is -2. Others are less than that. Why you cannot take -1? -1 doesn't belongs because inequality says less than, not equal mark there. So then the x maximum integer, x max integer is equal -2. Right, -2 is the answer. -1 plus lesser value comes first is -2. If equal marks there, x equal or less than -1, then -1 can take as the maximum because equal mark there, but here no equal mark.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how did you take the X max? I didn't understand that part.
Which one? Here -2 or -1?
-2.
-2. So here the inequality solution says x less than -1. Okay, x less than -1 is the answer. Okay, then x less than -1 the solution says. So in a number line, if we mark this as a solution, this is the number line. Okay, then here we have the 0, +1, +2, and here -1, -2, -3, -4. X less than -1 means -1 there, but x less means this range. Okay, these are the solution, left side of the -1. Okay, then what are the probable solution less than -1? -1 as the integer solution. -1 doesn't belongs because less than that. So -2, -3, -4, -5. If I write as a set, -5, -4, -3, -2, and here it is continuing, then 3 dots. Okay, these are the integer solutions that belongs to this inequality. Then out of that, what is the maximum integer they are asking? Maximum. Out of this set of solution, what is the maximum? This is the maximum solution, -2. That's why we choose -2. Understood? Right. Right, they're asking question number 18, find the value of m. So now you can see this is a right angle triangle. So their interior angles add up to 180. So you can write m plus 2m plus 90 degree equal 180 degrees. So m plus 2m means 3m plus 90 degree equal 180 degrees. Just pass this 90 degree to the other sides. So 3m equal 180, subtract 90 degree. So 3m equal just 90 degree. So divide by 3 both the sides. Then you can see that 3 simplified, and m equal 90 divided by 3 means 30 degrees. So m as 30 degrees. Correct them? Right. Okay, fine. So now we are moving to the question number 19. Okay. Question number 19. 4 upon a plus 3 equals 7. Okay. So here I subject. So solving a means subjecting a here. So I firstly bring this positive 3 to the other sides. So 4 upon a equals 7 minus 3. So 4 upon A equals 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, now need to subject A, you can apply the cross multiplication. How to do the cross multiplications? Here denominator there 1. In whole number there is a 1 denominator. Then cross multiply here to here and here to here. Then 1 into 4 equal A into 4. So you can say that A into 4 equal 1 into 4. A into 4 means 4A equal 1 into 4 means 4. Then divide by 4 both the sides. Then 4 cancelled out. Then A equal 4 divided by 4 1 equal 1. Okay, so you can substitute this answer and check whether your answer is okay or not. How? A as 1. So substitute here A as 1. So 4 divided by 1. 4 plus 3 7. Yes, that is given. Understood? Right, question number 20. Find the pair of congruent triangles and write the relevant case of the congruent. Yeah, remember when magnitude given of these two angles, find the balance angle. So here 60 70. If that's so, 70 plus 60 is 130, then there 50. Right, then 70 50, then here 60. Then here 70 60 means here 50. Okay. So now here one side there equal for all the triangle. One side dealing and angles choose there. Then what's the preference case? AAS. No other case reference. Why? Only one side and the other two angles available. So this is the case if they would congruent. Right, why I choose that case? Just one side in all the triangle and two angles we can take 70 50 60, they are in all three. Okay, then my logic is if AA is dealing, then this S to be checked, the S is more important, is to be checked as whether the corresponding side or not. So you have to take whether this side is corresponding or not. How to take this correspondency? This is how you check whether side is corresponding. You check this side is front to which angle. This is front to 60 degree. You've got it. Okay, then go there and this side is front to 50 degree. Now are they front to the same angle 60 and 50? No, then these two cannot congruent. Although the side same, although the angles two stay same, but the side is not corresponding. So all the time see this corresponding. How to take? Check the front angle to the sides and check the same side front angle, but they are not equal. Then go there. Here side is front to which angle? 60 degree. This side is front to 60. Then front to 60 having two sides. So this side also front 60, this side also front to 60. That means these two triangles congruent. Okay, these two triangles congruent, under which case the angle side. So all the time check this angle side, the sides correspondency. So you write then the triangle name ABC congruent with which triangle? The UST triangle, under which case AAS. Understood how you check the correspondency? Right. Equal side එකට front angle එක බලන්න. අනිත් triangle එකෙත් ඒ side එකටම front වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ angle එකට front වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒ side එක. Okay? Right. Now we move to the question number 21. If any questions, ask. I am reading your messages. Okay, question number 21. Find the volume of the given prism with the cross-sectional area 18.5 square centimeter. So this is 18.5. So in a prism, triangular prisms, the volume given with the cross-sectional area into the length. Why? The uniform cross-sections having cross-section into the length, because this is solid with uniform cross-sections. The cross-sectional area is 18.5 into the length. What is the length? Given as 20. How to multiply this kind of things? Just 18.5 multiplied by 2. So what is the answer? 18, 36.52 means 37. And multiply by 10 means another 0 being applied. So what is the unit? Cubic centimeter. So what is the condition you got? The volume given by the area into the length. The uniform cross-sectional area into the length. Okay? Right. Question number 22. There are 4 minutes needed to 3 days for complete one third of task. How many man days needed to complete the whole work? Right. So first calculate one third of work is how much the man days. So how to take 4 means 3 days. You take 4 men into 3 days. Right, so what is the amount of tasks? So that is 4 into 3, 12 main days. 12 main days, that is the amount of tasks. Okay, amount of tasks, but that is one third of the whole work. This is the whole work, one third part. So one third part is the 12 main days. Okay, but the whole work is what then? Whole work is such three parts, such three. So 12 men days into 2, 12 men days into 3, 12 MD into 3, that gives you 36 men days. 36 men days, that is the whole work. Then that to be achieved by uh, how many men days need? Men days they asking, just 36. How many men days to complete the whole work? 36 min days are required. Understood? For one third, 3 into 4, 12 min days. Then such 3 they are for the whole works. Then 12 into 3, 36. Right. So now we are moving to the question number 23. The radius of a circle is 10 centimeter. Okay, then mark the radius here. Radius is 10 centimeter. Okay, and the length of AB code is 16. Now code is bisected. That means here comes as 8. And when from the center the midpoint of the chord connected means that to be 90-degree. If chord is bisected, the inverse converse of that theorem is if chord bisected, then that to be perpendicular. The theorem says if perpendicular drawn to a chord from the center, then that to be bisected. If bisected given, that to be perpendicular. The theorem and the converse. So now you can see that is a right angle triangle which applicable the Pythagoras theorem. So just I have taught you write the Pythagoras triples. 10 eighths they are in this right angle triangle. See that. So this is 10 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter. So here then you can find out 10 8 and this is 6 centimeter. Okay, 6 8 10, 6 8 10. Okay, fine. So the answer OX equals 6 centimeter. For further knowledge, I have introduced you the Pythagoras triples which is applicable in all our paper 3, 4, 5, then 6, 8, 10 and 5, 12, 13. So these are mostly applicable. So other than that 9, 12, 15. Right, these are the Pythagoras triples mostly in the paper 1. Okay, practice these, then directly you can apply. Okay, right. If anyone having any questions, you are free to ask the questions. The access is given to everyone to ask the question. Okay. Yes, that is length into formula. Okay, cross-sectional area into length. Prism used here. Prism use A into L. The cross-section given Okay, the cross-sectional area given directly. If A not given, find the cross-sectional area separately. That means the triangle area, then that area multiplied by length. Okay, question number 24. PQ is a locus moving on the diagonal. PQ is a locus moving 6 centimeter away from the line AB. Okay, fine. So this is AB, straight line, away from a line. Equidistance to a line is a parallel line. So that means this should be a parallel line. Okay, equidistance to a line is a parallel line. Okay, fine. Sketch the point C on PQ. Now highlight this locus condition, equidistance from A and B. So now check A and B. So A and B is 2 points. So 2 points equidistance means the perpendicular bisector of that 2 points connecting line. So A and B 2 points, then you have to connect AB, that is connected, then take more than half of the length, make an arc, here, make an arc. Now you can connect this is perpendicular and bisecting. Okay, so that is the perpendicular bisector of A and B, that is equidistance to A and B. Then that to be on the PQ, then intersecting the point PQ, you have to mark the point C. Okay, that is the question number 24. What is the locus? Locus meaning. Locus is like movement of a point or the several points as per the given conditions. Right, as per the given conditions, the movement of certain points or the one point. Okay, so there are 4 locus in O-level syllabus. Out of these 4 locus, there is a question, right? One to be drawn in the O-level paper. So what are the 4 locus? Right, equidistance to a point means equidistance to point A is a circle. Okay, equidistance to a given point. Then equidistance to a given 2 points like that we did here, that is the perpendicular bisector of that connecting line. Okay, this is the first locus, equidistance to a point. This is the equidistance to 2 point. Then the third one, equidistance to a line. So in exam, identify whether they mention a point, 2 points, or a line. So if it is a line, that is the given locus, that is a parallel line. Top and bottom may be. Then the fourth one, equidistance to given 2 lines like AB and AC, 2 lines. So that is the angle bisector of that connecting part. So this is the fourth locus. So the first one is the circle, equidistance to a point. Equidistance to 2 points, that is a perpendicular bisector. Then equidistance to a given line, that is a parallel line. Then equidistance to given 2 lines, that is the angle bisector. Okay, so these are the 4 locus. Out of that, one is they are exactly in the exam. හරියට තේරුම් ගත්තොත් පුතා මැස් ලේසියිනේ මෙච්චර පැහැදිලි එන එක මේ හතරෙන් එකක් කියලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේකෙන් එකක් අඳුරගන්නේ කොහොමද? point එකක්ද? Whether it is a point, whether it is 2 points, whether it is a line equidistance or whether it is 2 line equidistance. ඔක හරියට අඳුරගන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. හරි? Right. Right. So now we are moving to the question number 25. 25 says the below is status are true, keep the correct mark in front of that. True, right. Mean the given number 39. Mean of the given numbers is 39. Mean means the average. Average. How to take the average? Just add all the datas and divide by the number of datas. How many number of datas? 5. මේ ඔක්කොම එකට add කරලා 5 වලින් divide කරන්න. කේද answer එක 39 ඕකේද නැද්ද කියන්න බලන්න හැමෝම. How to do? Just add 32 plus 40 plus 36 plus 42 plus 45 divide by 5. What is the answer you got? බලන්න කියන්න හදපු කෙනෙක්. Did you take 39 as the mean or not? It is not SL. Okay, you didn't take that 39. Okay, then 32 plus ඒ ටික එකතු කරලා 5න් බෙදන්න. right. එතකොට එන උත්තරේ තමයි average එක. That is the mean. Okay. If you didn't that means
Sir,
then
can you show that construction one again, sir?
construction the drone one. This is the one.
Thank you, sir.
Right. So average, you didn't take that one. If that so, don't put anything. Then mod of the given number 45. Mod means the most often data. Most often data. Most repeated data. Right. So what is the most repeated data? 32, 40, 36, 42, 45. Not 45 being repeated. Not 45 being repeated here two times, then that is also not correct, right? Most repeated data, but no data is repeated here. Okay, right. So that is also not correct. Median of the data, median is the mid data, data at the center. MED, MED කියන්නේ MED කියලා මතක තියාගන්න. Right. Data at the center. How to take the data at the center? You have to arrange to the ascending order. Ascending order. Means comes to 39, Puta. Correct. I didn't add up this. Is that correct? Come to 39. If that's so, yes. Mean come to 39. අපි බලමු මොකද්ද තියෙන්නේ 32 plus 32 plus 40 plus 36 40 plus 36 plus 42 plus 45 42 plus 45. Okay, then divide by 5. Yes, that gives you 39. Yes, that is correct. The mean given is 39. Then median, to find the median, arrange to the ascending order 32, 36, 40, 42, 45. So these are the ascending order of the data set. Then median is the mid data, data at the center. On a center, cut from the both terminal one by one, one by one. Then this is the remaining part. So that is the median 40. 40 should be the median, but don't take this is the median. Why they're correct? Incorrect. Here the data are not being written to the ascending order. එයාලා තියෙන විදිහට ලියලා median මැද ගෙනා නම් 36, but we have to write to the ascending order. Otherwise, don't take the median. So that is wrong. So median should be 40. The issue is you have to arrange to the ascending order and then choose the middle data at the center. So first one is only the correct one. හරිනේ වරද්දන්න දීලා තියෙන්නේ මේ තියෙන විදිහට නම් මැද මෙහා. හැබැයි the issue is they haven't written to the ascending order. So you have to write into the ascending order. Right. So that is the completion of the first 25 questions. So you now the chance you to ask any questions you can recall, or you can ask again whether you couldn't understood the questions out of the first 25. Okay, no one having questions. That means perfectly understood, right? Okay, right. Then we will move to the next question. Okay. අපි එනම් ඊළඟට යමු. Right. So now we are moving to the part B one by one. Right. The same amount of money need to collected from 40 students of grade 12 in a certain school for their maths day. 3/8 of the money is allocated for a refreshment, and from the remaining 3/8 for the refreshment, then from the remaining 250 is for the decorations, right? Okay. Okay, I will explain ninth one now, right, once I move this question. Right, then now find out of the total amount, what fraction is left after spending the money for refreshment. So refreshment 3/8 is allocated for refreshment. From total 8, 3 parts allocated. So what is the balance then? So we have taken the total we have is 8/8. 1 full 1 is 8/8. Subtracts the allocated 3/8 part. So then it comes as 8 denominator, 8 subtract 3, 5. So 5/8. So you have 2 marks there. Okay, second one of the total amount, what fraction allocated for the decoration. Now apply the expressions to the maths equation. How? They says that from the remaining 2/5. So now that means 2/5 of the remaining. So that means 2/5. So apply now 2/5 of remaining. So that is for the decoration. So 2/5 of mean in mass multiplication. Remaining, what is the remaining after allocated for this one? Above found, that is 5/8. Apply 5/8 here. So now you can say that 5 simplified. So 2 1, 2 into 1, 2 upon 8. So you can further simplify 1 upon 4. Okay, you have 2 marks. Understood? That is very easy. Then show that the remain after allocating for the amount of money for the refreshment and the decoration is equal with the amount of money spent for the refreshment. Now how to find the remaining amount? So for this part, it is given for the refreshment 3/8. Okay, for refreshment it is allocated 3/8 plus. Okay, then for refreshment, and then for the decorations from the total 2/8, I write 2/8. Then you can find out this is for the refreshment and the decoration both. So 8 is the denominator, 3 plus 2 5. So that is the 5 upon 8 for both refreshment and the decoration. Okay, then you can find out therefore what is the remaining at now. So you can check the remaining. How to take the remaining? From 8 subtracts this 5. So that means 8, and from 8 subtract 5 means 3. So that is 3/8. So now you can see that is the remaining 3/8 equal to the refreshment at the beginning. So what's the refreshment? 3/8. That is also 3/8. Both are equal. Okay. Right. So then you can say that therefore remaining equal to the refreshment. That is also 3/8. Right. You have 3 marks there. Then after allocating the money for refreshment and decoration, if rupees 18,000 is remained, then find the amount of money given by each students. Now you can find out. So this is the remaining fractions. What is the remaining fractions here? 3/8. So that is the remaining amount, remaining as a fraction. Okay, then as an amount that is equal to the rupees 18,000. Okay, 3/8 part is 18,000. So you can find out 1/8 part. So how to take 1/8 part? Just divide by 3. So from 8, 3 part is 18,000. From 8, 1 part how much? Just rupees 18,000 divided by 3. Then it comes as rupees 6,000. That is one part of 8. One part of 8. Then the total money is such 8 parts. So therefore you can write down, find out the total amount. Total amount. How to take total amount? Just rupees 6,000 is one part, then into 8. So it comes as rupees 48,000. Rupees 48,000 is the total amount here. So now they ask him by one students what is the collection. So that to be collected by how many students in the class? Equally 40 students. That to be collected by 40 students. Then one student's donation or the one student's collection. One student's collection. You can find out just the total
So can
collection.
you show from the first question again, sir?
Okay.
Just show the answer, sir.
Yes, I will. So 48,000 divided by 40, because that to be collected from 40 students, just 0, 0, then 4, 12, 1,000, 1,200 rupees to be collected from each students. So these are the answers. I think if possible to see. Try 8, first question, second question 1/4, third questions the 3,838 same, and then the last question rupees 1,200 to be collected from one student. So for 25th questions, I got 65 because when I added all numbers, I got 195. Okay, here I think everyone okay with that parts, all the parts. So one asking about 25 question. When you add all the numbers, right? When you add all the numbers, the 195 divide by 5. You have to divide by 5. Okay, why? To take the average, just sum of all the numbers, then 195 fine, divide by 5, then that comes as 35, 39. 195 divided by 5. Okay, now move to the second questions there. If any questions asked from the first question of the fraction questions, anyone having any issues? Okay, no. The diagram shows a compound metal sheet consisting of a rectangular part of ABDE and BCD sector with center angle 45. So you can mark here, right? Here 14 means here 14 centimeters. Okay, here 20 means here 20 centimeters. Okay, this is sector, then same radius 14. Find the arc length of DC in BCD sector. Arc length DC, this length asking. So how to find the arc length? C equal to 5R is the full circle. So that is 45 degree. So you can write 45 upon 360. Or I explain you 45 means 1/8 from this full circle. 1/8. So you can apply 1/8 into 25R. Okay, right. Then C equal 1/8 into 2 into 5 into R. R is the radius, that is 14 centimeter. Okay, so 7,172, 2,124, 2,122, 2,111. So then it comes as the 11 centimeter. So what's the formula? You apply 1/825R. So the full circle 25R, then 45 degree means 1/8 of that part. Right, for that part you have 2 marks there. Okay, the question number 2, find the perimeter of the compound figure. So the perimeter asking, so I will find the perimeter here. So the perimeter given here. So the perimeter here you are adding here 20 centimeter plus here to here arc length, that is found as 11. So 11 plus Here to here the radius comes as 14, then here to here 20, right, then here to there again 14. Perimeter means just outside length only. We are not running through the inside. The perimeter defines that. So here's 1, 4, 5 plus 4, 9. Then 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 6 and 7. So it comes as 79 centimeters there. That is the perimeter. Find the perimeter of the compound figure, that is 79 centimeters. Okay. Then find the ratio between the area ABDE and the ratio between ABDE and the area of BCD. BCD, ratio between the area, right? To find the ratio between the area, so we will write the ABDE area. So ABDE area, how to find the ABDE area? So the length and the breadth. Length is 20, breadth is 14. Okay. Then 20 into 14, you will take the area. So 20 centimeter into breadth is 14 centimeter. Then it comes as 14 into 0, 14 into 2, 28. Right, square centimeters. Okay. Then you take the BCD area. BCD area. So that is a sector. How to take the sector area? So full circle area is 5r squared, but here 1/8. Why 45 degree? 1/8 into 5r squared. 1/8 5r squared. R is 14 centimeter. Yes, 14 centimeters. 14 into 14. Okay, right. So 7172 2124 2, 2, 2, 11, 2, 1, 2, 7. So 11 into 7, 77 square centimeters. Okay, then this is 280, BCD sector 77. So they're asking ratio between the area. So this area to this area ratio. How to write? 280 to 77. But you have to write in the simplest form. So you divide by 7, 7, 4, 0, 7, 11. So then the final ratio 40 to 11. So you have 3 marks there. Okay. So the perimeter here 2 marks. Right. Then find out the width of another rectangle metal sheet as its area is equal to the area of BCD. Right. BCD, we found the area as how much? 77. Right. 77. So that means here 77. So now they are asking to build up area is equal to the area of BCD sector with the length equal with the length of AE. So now the length is AE. Okay, AE length to be taken and then another rectangle to be joined here. So we do not know the width of that rectangle, right? But length is known, this part is known 14. So to have the area 77 here, we will choose this length as X. So what is the condition? Here length and breadth gives you the area. So that area to be equal as 77. Then you will write 14 into x to be equal as 77. Then you will take 14 into x equal 77. Okay, now you divide by 14 both the sides. So here also divide by 14. So x equal just 77 upon 14. So now you can simplify 7 to 7, 11. So 11 upon 2 means what? Just 5.5 centimeters. So that is the 5.5. So you have 3 marks there to receive that answer. Understood? හැමෝටම පැහැදිලිද? මේ ඒරියා එකම තියෙන රෙක්ටැන්ගල් එකක් චූස් කරන්න කියනවා. එතකොට ඒකේ area එක 77 should be there because this area 77. Right, so that 77 to be taken, one side is 14 into what value as given the area 77. Just we found that length. So 10 marks question is offered there. Right, make the corrections. Okay, ninth question asking one students, I will tell you. But the ninth questions in the first paper they are asking. So here what we did Puta. So බලන්න ninth question එක අහනවා කෙටි ප්‍රශ්නවල. This is the ninth questions of the short see there are ninth questions. So these two equal. Okay, this is the way given. So this is 50 given. Okay, so what we did here, right, these two sides equal means the opposite sides equal. So this side and this side is equal. So here also 50 mark. Okay, then using the exterior angle theorem, you can see that this is 50, this is 50, then by this triangle, this is the exterior, 50 plus 50 comes here 100. Okay, then these two also equal, then the opposite angles to be equal. That means these two parts equal. Why these two sides equal, then the opposite angles to be equal. Then this is 100 means the sum of these two comes as 80. Then these two equal means one is shared 40 and 40. Okay, then this total angle they are asking 50 plus 40 is the total angle, this one. So 50 plus 40, that's how it comes as the 90 degree. Understood? Ninth question, that one is to asked to explain the ninth one again. Okay, right. Right. So now we are moving to the third one, that is the percentage related questions everyone see. Okay. Right, now check the first one. Assessed annual value of a house is rupees 120,000. Right, it's needed to pay rupees 1,200 for a quarter. For a quarter as rates for the house. Find the annual rate amount. Sorry, annual rate, quarterly rate given. So how to take quarter rupees 1,200 into 4 to make annual. So it comes as 12 into 4 rupees 4,800. 4,800. So that is the annual rate. So you have 2 marks there. Okay, then find the annual rate percentage that house take. Annual rate percentage, this is the equation. Annual rate to be divided by annual assessed value, then it is as a ratio. To make a percentage, you multiply by 100%. So how to take the annual rate percentage? Just annual rate, okay, divide by the annual assessed value. Okay, annual assessed value into 100% to make a percentage. So what is the annual rate? Annual rate 4,800 we found here. What is the annual assessed value? That is 120,000. To make as a percentage, you multiply by 100%. Okay, then you can simplify. See there, two zeros cancel, two zeros cancel, 12 1 12 4. Then you can have the answer 4%. 4%, you have 3 marks there. 3 marks there. That is the annual rate percentage calculation. Okay. Right. පැහැදිලිනේ කොහොමද annual rate percentage එක ගන්නේ? Annual rate to be divided by annual assessed value into 100%. Right. Question number 3. If the provincial council decided to increase the annual rate amount by rupees 6,000 for that house without changing the rate percentage is 4%, then find the assessed annual value of the house. So how did you take increased by 6,000 means you got the rate as 6,000 or the previous rate plus 6,000. මෙතන language එකෙන් මොකද්ද ඔයාලට හිතෙන්නේ? Rate by 6,000 කියන්නේ I feel that by this 6,000 means another 6,000 being added. So what was the previous annual rate? Annual rate 4,800. 4,800 is the previous annual rate, but it is increases by 6,000. So you add 6,000 to that. Okay, then it comes as rupees
10,800.
yes, 10,800. So that is the new annual rate. New annual rate. Okay, new annual rate is this one. Okay, now the same percentage apply. 4% we calculate the rate percentage is 4%. So annual assessed value is asking. So I take the annual assessed value as X. Okay, annual assessed value X of that multiply 4% means 4 upon 100. මෙයාගෙන් 104ක් of that 4% is the annual rate. So what is the annual rate? Now that is 10,800. Okay, I equal to 10,800. So an annual rate taken as X into 4% is equal to 10,800. So now 4 into X, 4X upon 100 equal 10,800. Just I multiply by 100 both the sides. Try to cancel out this 100. So then 4x equal just 10,800 multiplied by 100 means adding two zeros to them. Then divide by 4 both the sides to make subject x. 4 cancelled. So x equal, right, 4 into 2, 8, then 2 remaining for 28, 4, 7, 28, then two zeros cancelled. So then you have the annual assessed value as rupees 270,000. So you have 2 marks there. බලන්න එක පැහැදිලිද කියලා. So I have another method to do. So the annual rate is 4% of the annual assessed value. 4% of the annual assessed value. මේක හදන්න පුළුවන්. So what is that method? 4%. So 4% of the annual assessed value is equal the 10,800. Okay, that is 4%. Then you will calculate 1% of the annual asset value is just 10,800 divided by 4. Then the total annual asset value means 100%. So how to take just 10,800 divided by 4 multiplied by 100. Okay, then you can simplify this and the same answer given as 270,000. එතකොට ඒක ගත්තේ කොහොමද? assessed value එකකින් 104ක් තමයි 10,800 වෙන්නේ. 104ක් annual rate එක value එකකින් 104ක් මෙච්චර නම් 101ක් වැළුවා 100ක් වැළුවා. 101 value 4ෙන් බෙදලා ඒ උත්තරේ 100ෙන් multiply කරා. So same way you can apply. Right. Question number part B here. When a certain type of mobile phone is imported, custom duty 30% of its value has to be paid. The value of a mobile phone $16,500 of the mobile phone after paying its duty. Right. So here we have two methods. First, calculate the duty, and then the importing value plus the duty. That is the total with duty. So I will calculate the custom duty. So I calculate the custom duty charge, how to take, that is 30%. 30% means 30 upon 100 into the importing value, that is 16,000. Okay, then two zeros cancelled. Then here 16 into 3, 48. And two zeros there, so 4,800. That is the custom duty. So then the value with custom duty, how to take the value with custom duty. So the importing value 16,000, you add to that the custom duty 4,800, then that means rupees 20,800. So that is the value of the mobile phone with custom duty. Okay. Right, badly neither. So that is method. So we firstly calculate the custom duty, 30% of the importing value. Then for the custom due, we add that custom due to the importing value. That is the value with custom duty price. Okay, so here you have 3 marks totally if you get the answer, the value with custom duty. Correct, Dev. Okay. Right, now we are moving to the question number 4. Right, everyone see that? The pie chart shows information of the selected game of a member in a certain sports society. Right, if 20 members are playing volleyball, right, volleyball, 20 members, okay, then the total member of in the society on make a ලේසිම ක්‍රමය කියලා තියෙනවා. මොකද්ද ලේසිම ක්‍රමය? Angle quantity. Chart එක හදාගමු. So the angle quantity, right? Okay, so what is the angle here belongs to volleyball? 30 degree. So 30 degree, then how many students belongs to that? 20 members. Okay, you apply the given informations. This is the angle, this is the quantity. So what they're asking, total members. Total members means you know the total angle, that is a full circle 360. Then they're asking 360 means how many angle? X. So how to build up? So this part is asking, then here to here build up. So 30 means 20. So you write 30 degree means 20 members. If that's so, 360 means how much? 30ක් කියන්නේ 20 නම් 360ක් කියන්නේ කීයද? So you can see 0, 0 cancelled. 3, 1, 3, 12. Then 12 into 20, that comes as 240. So 240 is the total students. Okay. So you have 2 marks. පැහැදිලිද හැමෝටම? Right. අච්චරකට මෙච්චරයි නම් මෙච්චරකට කොච්චරද? Right, for 30, 20, then 360, how much? Right, if the number of numbers in cricket and the number of members in rugby are equal, cricket and rugby are equal, so you can write if the angle x, cricket, rugby also x, fine. Then find the center angle of rugby. Then you know that the angles around this point is add up to 360. Then you can find out x plus
80 members, 120 degrees.
30 plus, yes, 90 degree equal 360 degrees, right? Then x plus x 2x plus 90 plus 30 120 equal 360 degrees. Right, then 2x equal just 360 subtracts 120. So 2x equal 240 degrees. Then x to be subjected, divide by 2. Then x equal 120 degrees. Is that so? Pata? Yes, right. So 120 degrees. Here rugby also 120 degrees. So you have here 2 marks. Rugby 120, cricket 120 degrees, not the members. Huh? Find the number of members playing cricket. Now cricket members asking on the chart right angles quantity. So we know that angle one data 30 degree means how many students 20. So cricket means 120 how much right with the key eකට හිතන්න පුළුවන් right ratio build up කරමු 30 means 20 then 120 means how much 30ක් කියන්නේ 20යි 30 means 20
80
students.
members, sir.
Very good. So 30 means 20, then 120 means how much? Yes, very good. 31, 34, then 4 into 2, 80. 80 members. 80 members is the answer. Okay, so you have 3 marks there. So cricket 30, 80, then rugby also 80 because they are same. Okay, rugby 80 and volleyball 20 given. So that is 20 given. Okay, 20. Find the number of members. Then we will take the find if 20 members left from rugby and joined to cricket. By considering the data changes, find the new center angle belongs to the member of playing cricket. Right. Now this is how you choose. Nice way. So 20 members left from rugby and joined to cricket. Now you will take due to the 20 members the impacted angle for 20 members. That angle to be subtracted from rugby and added to the cricket. Okay, so how to take that one? So I apply this way. This is the easiest angle quantity. We know that 30 degree means 20 members. That means for 20 members, here the question answer there. For 20 members, what is the impacted angle? 30 degree. If 20 member means 30 degree. So 20 quantity means 30 degree impact. So here 20 members changing from rugby to cricket. 20 member changing means how many degree changing? 30 degrees. Okay, then how to take? They asking playing cricket. So for the cricket, that 30 degree added, from rugby 30 degree subtracted. So the cricket, what was the angle at the center? 120 degree previously. For 120 degree, now that 30 degrees applied for the cricket, then it comes as 150 degree, because not harm to the total elements, total quantity, just interchange between the two games. So here 20 people goes to the other games 20. So then we found 20 people means angle wise how much the degree. So this is the relationship. 30 degree means 20 people. 20 people mean 30 degree. So that 30 degree added to the cricket and subtracted from the rugby. So rugby comes as 120 subtract 30. So that means 90 degree. This is not being asked. So this is rugby. Then here the cricket. Okay, so just 3 marks there for understanding. Right. So that is done. Now we are moving to the 5th questions regarding the probability questions. Right. Now, carefully see. Right, now check. A box contains 3 red balls, a 3 red color tennis ball and white color, and a white color ball, and it is taking a ball randomly from the box and record its color and putting it back. This is the most important part in this question. Why in grade 11 second term we learn we take the note at the color and we are not putting back, but here putting back. Okay, then no issue that the first ball taken at the first instance is available for the second instance. But if not put him back, if we take a certain R1 ball, that R1 is not available for the second take. So that kind of probability equations been discussed in grade 11, the third term probability lesson. Okay, but now put him back. That is the important part you need to highlight in all level paper. Okay, then after that again one ball is taken and recorded color it again. Make all the possible even by this mark, right? So now mark the sample space. So if R1 takes for the second case also R1 available, you mark by this plus mark the intersecting point correctly. So if R2 there are R2 available, R3 available, all are available. R3 mean all are available. Okay, W1 means all are available. Right, so this is the sample space. You have 2 marks for making the sample space. Okay. Then they're asking, what is the probability of getting different color balls in both occasions and encircle the event in encircle the event, right? Taking different color balls. So different color balls mean if you take red one, then it should be the white. So red, white. So this is the red, white occasions. Okay, then the other one, if you take white, then the other should be red. So the white red is, this is the white red quotients, white and red, white and red. So then this is the event belongs to white red. Okay, red, white or white red. You cannot take red, red or white, white occasions. So this is the encircle. Then how to take the probability? So this is sample space 2 marks. For probability encircling 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark for encircle. And probability, how to take the probability? Just take the number of elements belongs to the encircled one, 3 and 3, 6, upon how many total? Here 4 and here 4, 16. So 6 upon 16. Then you can simplify 2, 3, 2, 8. So that marks 2. Then totally 3 marks there for this question. For the total marks 3, this part 2 and encircle 1 mark. So 5 marks done out of 10. Now check the next question. Okay, below incomplete tree diagram represent the data of talking a ball being red or white color. One of the first row according to the above experiment. Complete the tree diagram. First row. How many red balls? There are 3 and total balls 4. Okay, because we know that red 3, white 1. So how many total balls? 4 balls. So how to take the red probability? Red probability is just the red ball divided by the total balls. Red 3, total 4. So 3 upon 4. So how to take the white probability? Just white 1 out of total 4. So 1/4 is the probability. For the second row also we have just a red ball or white ball. And here for red or white. Okay, then red how much? The same probability comes to the second case, 3/4 and white 1/4. Red 3/4 and white 1/4. Okay, so this is the tree diagram. For completing this tree diagram, you have 3 marks. Then, according to the second row, extend the above tree diagram. If you extend it, find the probability of getting different color balls in both occasions. Both occasions, different color balls, right? So that means what's the possible occasions? Different color balls means first part, red, red, not acceptable, same color. Then red, white, acceptable. Then white, red, acceptable. White, white, not acceptable. Then you pass through these two parts, red, white. So you take the probability of RW. Okay, and then you take the probability of white, red, right, white, red, then add these two. Red double white means red is 3/4 into white is 1/4. Okay, plus here white means 1/4 into red is what? 3/4. Okay, through the branches you are running, multiply the probability, not adding. Right, then two occasions you add the final result. 3 into 1, 3 upon 16, plus here 1 into 3, 3 upon 16. Then all together 6 upon 16, divide by 2, 2, 3, 2, 8. So that comes as 3 upon 8. Okay, that is 3 upon 8. Okay, so that is having 2 marks there. Okay, so for that results 2 marks there. Right, make your marks. Right, make your marks out of 100 and you can send me the marks. So 11th questions one asking 11th. Okay, so here 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks there. So to this part 5 marks, grid 5 marks, then totally 100 marks taken. Hi. 11th Putta, that nothing there. Here they are asking this ACB angle. So when the diameter is there, from the diameter, the subtend angle at the sector is 90 degree. That is the theorem says. So this is 90 taken. Okay, that's the theorem say from the diameter, the subtend angle at the sector is 90 degree. Okay. Any questions from anyone regarding the paper discussion today? So we completed the 42 paper today with the detailed discussion. Anyone having any questions? Right. So we discussed fully a paper. So next day we have the paper number 43. 43. ලේසි නෑ පුතා ලංකාවේ දැන් ළමයෙකුට 43 papers 43ක් දැන්ටම කරලා තියෙන ලොකු achievement එකක්. හරි ඒ නිසා ඒක benefit එක හැමෝම ගන්න. Take that benefit everyone. So we will move to the 43 paper by the next week. Right. හොඳයි පුතේ එහෙනම් I will conclude the session for today. So we will meet with for paper number 43 by the next Monday the same time. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day to everyone.